Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole flock of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah, not Hashem, not Yahweh, Haveh, Vaveh. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yahusha, not Jesus Christos. It's Yahweh Shah. So we got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rikah, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles, elder, bishop, elders of great millstone, rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. In a sincere salutation to all the Akim, believing this truth and pushing this truth with the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shed light to the hopes for elect. Shalom to the outworth who are listening learning, you few sisters who are listening learning. Mazai from GMS Orlando, Camp Prophet of Doom, coming to another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification, another day of edification. Lord willing, be edifying. And this is a lesson that the brother did, GMS Yawasop, hopefully elect. And you see the title, Woman Says God ain't do nothing for black folks, right? Why do the wicked prosper? So the brother did an edifying lesson. I just want to add to what the brother was going into dealing with this. I'm going to play this clip. Hey, and I'm going to title my lesson, we understand now that what happened to us was of the Lord. We understand now what happened to us was the will of the Lord. It was all of the Lord. Lord was be edifying.
There's a reason why I don't believe in God. God ain't did shit for black folks. In over 400 fucking years, he ain't did shit for us. Like, he see that black folks over here struggling, dealing with racism and all types of bullshit. Yet he don't help us. It's like the only people that God is helping out are these white folks. Even the most ungrateful ones. Like the most evil people on the planet get the best treatment. And I'm just sitting up there saying to myself, what the fuck did we do? What did we do?
So, the Lord had told Moses, when you read in Deuteronomy 31 and Deuteronomy 32, he told Moses that when Moses died, that the 12 tribes of Israel was going to rebel against the Lord. And he said that he was going to scatter us into corners, right? And make the remembrance of us to cease from the earth. So just dealing with some point that, hey, the young brother did an edifying lesson. Subscribe to the brother channel, edifying lessons. I just want to make a few points on this. In Deuteronomy 32, verse 26, it reads, you got to read these because the Lord said what he was going to do to us. When you're reading this, I'm going to read 21. Matter of fact, this is Deuteronomy 32, 19. It reads, and when Yahweh saw it, he abhorred them because of the provoking of his sons and his daughters. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be. For they are a very froward generation, children in whom is no faith. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation, which is Israelites. We was not going to be known. They was going to be living amongst the heathens, so they was going to be a foolish nation. For a fire is kindled in my anger, and that's why I tell you in Hosea 8:8, Israel is swallowed up, now shall they be among the Gentiles, as a vessel wherein is no pleasure. The Lord scattered the Israelites throughout the four corners of the earth, and they was going to come out looking like all heathen nations. For a fire is kindled in my anger, and shall burn unto the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountains. I will heap mischief upon them. I will spin my arrows upon them. They shall be burnt with hunger, and devoured with burning heat, and with bitter destruction. And this is why she said God ain't did nothing for black people. That would be considered a bitter destruction. I will also send the teeth of beasts upon them, which happened a lot, with the poison of serpents of the dust, which is the so-called white man and his wicked ways. The sword without, which is in Leviticus 26:33, the Lord said he's going to scatter us and send a sword after us. The sword without and terror within shall destroy both the young man and the virgin, the suckling also with the man of gray hairs. I said I will scatter them into corners. I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. And this what happened. The Lord removed our status out of the earth, being renowned. Now, this is let's go here real quick in Judges 2. This is Judges 2:14. It reads, and the anger of Yahweh was hot against Israel, and he delivered them into the hands of the spoilers that spoiled them, and he sold them into the hands of their enemies round about, so that they could not any longer stand before their enemies. So the Lord did this. And I just want to make these points. Hey, we understand now why we on this side of the world destroyed, have no assurance of life. There was another one in Deuteronomy 28. Let's go back to this. In Deuteronomy 28, in verse 65, let's read this. It reads, Deuteronomy 28:64, and Yahweh shall scatter thee among the people from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. And it's going to make you think the Lord don't love us. The Lord ain't dealing with us. This is why she said that. And among these nations shall thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have no assurance of thy life. In the morning thou shalt say, with God it were evening. In that evening thou shalt say, with God it were morning. This is you, man. You want the day to go by so quick. For the fear of thine heart wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see. And another one, what is that? Let's go get this one here. Deuteronomy 28. Right, this is verse 60. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou was afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them will Yahweh bring upon thee until thou be destroyed. All these things happened, man, because the Lord gave us into the hand of our enemies. Let's go here. Jeremiah. We understand now. When you and I was just meditating, man, it's kind of sad that 2/3 don't know the Lord now. But they don't supposed to, man. They don't supposed to know the Lord until we go back to the kingdom, man. You know, it seems kind of sad that they don't know the Lord, man. They don't know what to do. None of that, man. So they lost. Well, they supposed to, man. And we got to constantly give praises to Yahweh B'Shem Shai, because the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, saw it fit to give us the understanding. You out there to understand why we here and what we going through and what it's going to take and what you got to go through. Hey, call on Yahweh B'Shem Shai, man, because you didn't have to know this. The Lord could have left you in the dark. It says in Isaiah 29 that we was going to see out of obscurity, which is out of darkness, man. This is Jeremiah 2. I want to read some of this. It's Jeremiah 2:1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came to me, saying, Go and cry in the ears of Jerusalem, saying, Thus saith Yahweh, I redeemed thee, I remember thee, the kindness of thy youth. I love thine espousals when thou wentest after me in the wilderness, in the land that was not sown. Israel was holiness unto the Lord, and the first fruits of his increase. All that devour him shall offend. Evil shall come upon them, saith Yahweh. Hear ye the word of Yahweh, O house of Jacob, and all the families of the house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh, what iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they are gone far from me, and have walked after vanity, and are become vain. What it said in Deuteronomy 32? The Lord said they provoked him with vanities. Let's go back to it and show you. The Lord did this, man. Deuteronomy 32. I was reading here in verse right here, 21. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. They provoked me to anger with their vanities. See? So back in Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah 2 and verse 5. Thus saith Yahweh, what iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they are gone far from me, and have walked after vanity, and are become vain. Neither said they, where is Yahweh that brought us up out of the land of Egypt? That led us through the wilderness, through a land of desert and of pits, through a land of drought and of shadow of death, through a land that no man passed through, and where no man dwelt. Tell you that Edom will let us pass in the book of Numbers. And I brought you into a plentiful country to eat the fruit thereof and the goodness thereof. But when ye entered, ye defiled my land and made my heritage an abomination. That's what the Lord said we did in Deuteronomy 32. He gave us the land, put a crown on us, gave us the best of everything. That's in Ezekiel 16. And then we waxed fat and kicked and said we didn't need the Lord. That's in the same chapter. We are lords, we will come no more unto the Lord. The priests said not, where is Yahweh? And they that handle the law knew me not. The pastors also transgressed against me, and the prophets prophesied by Baal, and walked after things that do not profit, which is in Deuteronomy 32. Now this is verse 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? And I want to make this point. Why are 2/3 of our people spoiled? Because only the 2/3 that don't know the Lord. This is 2 Ezra 9 and 10, just to make this point. Because it said, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why are they spoiled? For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. But your benefits the whole time, it's been coming from the Lord. This is Psalms 68 and 19. It reads, blessed be the Lord, Yahweh, who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the God of our salvation. Blessed be the Lord, who daily loadeth us with benefits. This is Psalms 103 and 2. Bless Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Bless Yahweh, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgiveth all thine iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases. See? Who redeemeth thy life from destruction, who crowned thee with loving kindness and tender mercies. The Lord is still showing us mercy, man. But they didn't receive benefits and have not known the Lord, and it's coming. Your benefits come from the Lord. Jeremiah 2. I'm going to jump down the hill. This Jeremiah 2. And 30. It reads, in vain have I smitten your children. They receive no correction. Your own sword have devoured your prophets like a destroying lion. Going back to the prophets in Matthew, when the Lord said, when they said, if we was in the days of the prophet, we had not killed them. The Lord said, you testify against yourself, because you are those that killed the prophets. Is it right here? Your own sword have devoured your prophets like a destroying lion. O generation, see ye the word of Yahweh. Have I been a wilderness unto Israel, a land of darkness? Wherefore said my people, we are lords. We will come no more unto thee. See? Can a maid forget her ornaments, or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number. Right? This verse 37. Look at this. Yeah, thou shalt go forth from him, and thy hands upon thy head. Can you imagine you walking away and with your hands on your head because you frustrated about something? You dealing with a situation, may at work with a friend or a family member, associate. Yeah, thou shalt go forth from him, and thy hands upon thy head. For Yahweh have rejected thy confidences, and thou shalt not prosper in them. What is their confidences? Let's get this. Jeremiah 14:11. I read it all the time. Then said Yahweh unto me, pray not for these people, for their good. This is their confidences. Whatever Jay considers good in his life or her life, they think these is good in the eyes of the Lord. The Lord said, for the Yahweh have rejected thy confidences, and thou shalt not prosper in them. Oh, here's another one. Jeremiah 4 and 22. Right? It reads, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, their confidences, but to do good, they have no knowledge. See, this is what Jake want to do, man. But what the Lord do? Let's get this. Hosea 5:15. It reads, I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early. And she still ain't seeking the Lord. And she's filled, covered with afflictions, man. And still won't seek the Lord. And then I was thinking about this. I got two more precepts here. I ain't want to make it too long because the brother did an edifying lesson. This is Isaiah 43. Let me read some of this. This is Isaiah 43 and 11. It reads, I even I am Yahweh, and beside me there is no Savior. I have declared and have saved, and I have showed. When there was no strange God among you, therefore ye are my witnesses, saith Yahweh, that I am power. And to tell you that in Deuteronomy 32, the Lord said, let me show you. Let me show you. In Deuteronomy 32, it's Deuteronomy 32 and 17, it reads, they sacrifice unto devils, not to God, to gods who they knew not, to new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not. See? So we provoke the Lord with these strange gods. Let's go back to it. Isaiah 43. Again, Isaiah 43 and 12. I have declared and have saved, and I have showed when there was no strange God among you. Therefore you are my witnesses, saith Yahweh, that I am power. Yeah, before the day was, I am he. And there is none that can deliver out of my hand. I will work, and who shall let it? Thus saith Yahweh, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, for your sake have I sent to Babylon, and have brought down all their nobles, and the Chaldeans, whose cry is in the ships. The Lord say, for your sake have I sent to Babylon, and have brought down. This is going to happen again. America is known as Babylon the Great, and the Chaldeans, whose cry is in the ships. I am Yahweh, your Holy One, the Creator of Israel, your King. Thus saith Yahweh, which maketh a way in the sea, and a path in the mighty waters, which bringeth forth the chariot and horse, the army and the power. They shall lie down together. They shall not rise. They are extinct. They are quenched as tow. The Lord saying, I do all this. It's me. Right? This is verse 27, 28. It reads, verse 25, Salakia. I, even I, am he that blotteth out thy transgressions for my own sake, and will not remember thy sins. Put me in remembrance. Let us plead together. Declare thou that thou mayest be justified. Thy first father have sinned, and thy teachers have transgressed against me. Therefore have I profaned the princes of the sanctuary, and have given Jacob to the curse, and Israel to reproaches. The Lord did it. The Lord did it. You got Isaiah 44. Was it Isaiah 42? I think it is. Yep. And 24. It reads, look, this is verse 21. Yahweh is well pleased for his righteousness' sake. He will magnify the law and make it honorable. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They have all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none self-restore. Who among you will give ear to this? Who will hearken and hear for the time to come? Who gave Jacob for a spoil, and Israel to the robbers? Did not the Lord, he against whom we have sinned? For they would not walk in his ways, neither were they obedient unto his law. Therefore have he poured upon him the fury of his anger. And she's hot. She said, the Lord ain't do nothing for niggas. And the strength of battle, and they have set him on fire round about. Jake is pissed off, yet he knew not, and it burned him, yet he laid it not to heart. Hey, they ain't considering. Let me get this. Jake is pissed off with the Lord, man. Hey, we pissed the Lord off. Jeremiah 30, right? Hey, the why do you help about Shema Shai? Because we understand, we understand why we here, man. The Lord made us go off. This is how we had to learn righteousness, man. And wickedness. This was this captivity, these trials and tribulations, adversities and afflictions was a teaching time, man. This is Jeremiah 30 in verse 12. It reads, let's start at 11. Matter of fact, Jeremiah 30 and 10. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith Yahweh, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. For I am with thee, saith the Lord. She told my God, he never did nothing for us. Yes, he did. He been doing it the whole time, you slow belly, Evite. The Lord been carrying your dumb ass the whole time. For I am with thee, saith Yahweh, to save thee, though I make a full end. Though I make a full end of all nations, whether I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee. But I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. We going through a correction. But I will correct thee in measure, your trials and tribulations, your adversity and afflictions. It ain't gonna hit you all at once. Make you want to commit suicide. The Lord chastising us through measure, man. What it says in 2 Ezra 4 and 37? Let's read it. The same way the Lord bringing his the prophecies playing out in the earth. The same way the Lord, and Wisdom of Solomon 12. I'm gonna read it. Listen to this. 2 Ezra 4 and 37. By measure have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times, and he doeth not move nor stir them until the said measures be fulfilled. Right? This is how the Lord deal, man. Let me get this. In Wisdom of Solomon 12, Spirit had me get this. Listen to this. Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 15. For as much then as thou art righteous thyself, thy order is all things righteously, thinking it not agreeable with thy power to condemn him that have not deserved to be punished. For thy power is the beginning of righteousness, and because thou art Lord of all, it maketh thee to be gracious unto all. See, it's all through a measure of time, man. And I can go and get another precept. The one in 2 Maccabees. Matter of fact, let's go to that. In 2 Maccabees 6, let's start at 12. It reads, Now beseech those that read this book that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for a chastening of our nation, the 12 tribes. For it is a token of his great goodness, when wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punished. For not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbearing to punish, till they be come to the fullness of their sins. So dealeth he with us, lest that, being come to the height of sin, afterwards he should take vengeance of us. And therefore he never withdraweth his mercy from us, and though he punish with adversity, yet doeth he never forsake his people. See? But let this that we at spoken be for a warning unto us, and now will we come to declare of the matter in a few words. See? So back in Jeremiah, because the Lord told Abraham that the wickedness of the Amorites was not yet full, right? They still had a little ways to go. Then the Lord told him he was going to bring them back to the land. Same thing with the Egyptian, with Pharaoh. Same thing with the so-called white man now, man. Their wickedness, that'll tell you in Jeremiah 51, in Revelations 18, and 2nd Ezra 11, 39 down to the last verse, that the so-called white man wickedness got to reach the heavens, man. So back in Jeremiah 30, in verse 11, for I am with thee, saith Yahweh, to save thee, though I make a full end of all nations, where they have scattered thee. Yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure your trials, tribulations, your adversities, and afflictions, and will not lead thee altogether unpunished. For thus saith Yahweh, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. All thy lovers have forgotten thee, they seek thee not. And they tell you in Ezekiel 16 that we went after these different nations. It's also in Hosea. For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy. For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, the Lord is saying, with the chastisement of a cruel one. For the multitude of thine iniquities, because thy sins were increased. Why criest thou for thy affliction? Like it said in Lamentations 3. What for shall a living man complain of his own sins? Right? Why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thine iniquities. Because thy sins were increased, I have done these things unto thee. See? The Lord did it, man. Now, let's get I want to get Ezra, right? Let's go to Ezra. Ezra 9 and 13. It reads, and after all that has come upon us, for our evil deeds, and for our great trespass, seeing that our God has punished us less than our iniquities deserve, and has given us such deliverance as this, which is to be reactivated to the truth, man. The Lord has given us less than our iniquities deserve. Hey, this is Isaiah 63 and 17. It reads, this is what Isaiah asked the Lord. This is Isaiah 63 and 16. It reads, doubtless thou art our father. Doubtless thou art our father. Though Abraham be ignorant of us, and Israel acknowledge us not, though, O Yahweh, thou, O Yahweh, art our father. Our Redeemer, thy name is from everlasting. Doubtless thou art our father. Though Abraham be ignorant of us, and Israel acknowledge us not, though, or thou, O Yahweh, art our father, our Redeemer. Thy name is from everlasting. O Yahweh, why, being our father, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways, and harden of our heart from thy fear? Return for thy servants' sake the tribes of thine inheritance. The people of thy holiness have possessed it but a little while. Our adversaries have trodden down thy sanctuary. We are thine. Thou never bearest rule over them. They were not called by thy name. Hey, the Lord said in Deuteronomy 32 and 20, right? He said, I will hide my face, right? And see what the end shall be. Let me show you something. Deuteronomy 32 and 20. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what the end shall be. For they are a very froward generation, children in whom is no faith. When you go to Judges 2, it's supposed to vex your spirit to live here among these heathens. Listen to this. Judges 2 and 21. The Lord said he was going to scout, he was going to hide his face and see what our latter end shall be. Hey, you should be crying out to the Lord, man. Even if a person out there don't know the Lord, man. You don't know his name. You don't know. Hey, you should be seeking the Lord, man. But only the elect gonna do that. We know. I'm just making a point. Judges 2 and 21. Let's read 20. And the anger of Yahweh was hot against Israel. And he said, because that this people have transgressed my laws, which I commanded their fathers, and have not hearkened unto my voice, I also would not hearken. Salaki, I will also not henceforth drive out any from before them of the nations which Joshua left when he died. Listen, the Lord said he ain't going to try these nations out no more. So he was going to live among, he said he's going to scatter us into corners, that through them I may prove Israel, whether they will keep the way of Yahweh to walk therein, as their fathers did keep it, or not. Therefore the Lord left those nations without driving them out hastily, neither delivered he them into the hand of Joshua. So the Lord said he left us in the midst of these nations to vex us, man, to the point of you crying to the Lord continually. Let me get this. What is that? Galatians. That's why it's called this in Galatians 6. Galatians 6 and 16. And as many as walk according to this rule, peace be on them, and mercy, and upon the Israel of God. It's supposed to vex your spirit to live amongst these heathens, man. See it saying, and as many as walk according to this rule, peace be on them, and mercy upon the Israel of God. It's also in Philippians. Let's get it here. So this is Paul writing this, just like he wrote Galatians. Philippians 3. It reads right here in verse. Let's start at 15. Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. And if in anything ye be otherwise minded, God shall reveal even this unto you. So, hey, it's all of the Lord, whether you be get the mercy or you get judgment. Nevertheless, whereto we have already obtained. That's why the Lord said, Revelation 3, hold that fast with thy hands, and no man take that crown. Let us walk by the same rule. Let us mind the same thing. Brethren, be followed together me, and mark them which walk so, as ye have us for an example. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are enemies of the cross. But the point is, let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. And if in anything ye be otherwise minded, God shall reveal this even unto you. The Lord going to bring you to He's going to stir up your pure mind by way of remembrance. Nevertheless, whereto we have already obtained, let us walk by the same rule. Let us mind the same thing. That's what it just said in Galatians, right? Let's read again. Galatians 6 and 16. And as many as walk according to this rule, peace be on them, and mercy, and upon the Israel of God. And this go way back to Numbers. Let's go here. This is Numbers 23. Right here. It reads, Numbers 23 and 23. Surely there is no enchantments against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time it shall be said of God, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what have God wrought. See? Surely there is no enchantments against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. See? The remnant, man. The remnant, man. So, closing precept, we know, man. Hey, the Lord could have easily, the prophets is everywhere. Oh, I was going to get that. Matthew 16. Hey, man, I got to get this before I get there. Hey, you Jakes, man. Matthew 16 and 4. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. God already knows. God been dealing with us since we've been here, you slow belly Levite. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed. The sign is the prophets, and the Lord got the prophets everywhere, man. We in the last days where the Lord got all the prophets on the earth now, man. Romans 8 and 20. For the creature was made subject to vanity. Remember what it said in Deuteronomy 32? I read the Lord say that we provoked him with our vanities. And then it said in Isaiah 43, right? Was that Isaiah? No, that was Jeremiah. That we went after them vanities, right? So, right here, Romans 8 and 20. For the creature, which is us, was made subject to vanity, not willingly. We didn't want to go off. But by the reason of him who have subjected the same in hope. See, the Lord made us go off. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of God. Going back to our habitation. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together unto now. The earth is out of course because we ain't in control, man. We ain't in rulership. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits, which I read in Isaiah 43, of the Spirit, even we ourselves grown within ourselves, waiting for the adoption. What? To wit, the redemption of our body. Going back to, like it said in Jude, this is Jude 1 and verse 6. And the angels kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation. He had reserved in everlasting chains in the darkness until the judgment of the great day. So this is us in Romans, waiting to get our bodies back, man. Romans 8, again, in verse 23. And not only they, it said, for we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together unto now. Meaning everything, the trees, the animals, the earth. The earth is, the Lord made the earth sink with our spirits, man, with us, man. And because we are not in control of the earth in righteous rulership, the earth is out of course, man. That's why I tell you that in Psalms 82. The whole earth is out of course, man. It reads, Romans 8 and 23, and not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, the elect, the remnant. Even we ourselves grown within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body, man. Oh, I thought about this one. Lamentation, right? Just thought about this just now. Lamentations 2 and 1. It reads, keep forgetting, I got this highlighted. A newer phone for me. This is Lamentations 2 and 1. How have Yahweh covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger? I read about the anger in Judges 2. The Lord said he was hot with Israel. How have the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger, and cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel, and remember not his footstool in the day of his anger. I read in Judges 2, the anger of the Lord. Let's go back to it. Judges 2 and 14. And the anger of Yahweh was hot against Israel, and he delivered them into the hands of the spoilers that spoiled them, and he sold them into the hands of their enemies round about, so that they could not any longer stand before their enemies. Oh, and to show you another precept about we fail, was that Psalms. This is 105. It said we fail to labor. See if I can get it here. Where is it? It may be 7. Yep, here we go. Psalm 107 and 11. Because they rebelled against the words of God and contemned the counsel of the Most High, therefore he brought down their heart with labor. They fell down, and there was none to help. See it? Because they rebelled against the words of God and contemned the counsel of the Most High, therefore he brought down their hearts with labor. They fell down, and there was none to help. See? Then they cried unto the Lord in their trouble, and he saved them out of their distresses. This is what we're doing now. He brought them out of darkness and the shadow of death, and break their bands in sunder. This is what the Lord doing now. Because we are what? Crying to the Lord right now. Isaiah 19 and 19, it reads, in that day shall there be an altar to the Lord, well, in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord, which in the highways and hedges the men stand in great boldness, and it shall be for a sign and for a witness unto Yahweh of hosts in the land of Egypt. For they shall cry unto Yahweh. Why? Because of the oppressors. And he shall send them a savior and a great one, and he, Yah, shall deliver Habashai them. This is going on. We are watching the Lord bring us out of the shadow of death, man. It said what? He opened them. What was I at? Psalms. Let's go back to this. It said he opened them, man. In Psalms 107:13. Then they cried unto Yahweh in their trouble, and he saved them out of their distresses. Just like in Egypt, man. He brought them out of darkness, which is America, Babylon the Great. He brought us out of that darkness, following the philosophy of the so-called white man, plantation Christianity, and the shadow of death, and break their bands in sunder. And this is the same thing happening now, man. The Lord has given us this truth back, man. We ain't in darkness no more. Let me get it. Let me get this precept in. I'm going to close. Isaiah 29. It's Isaiah 29 and 18. It reads, and in that day shall the deaf hear the words of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall see out of obscurity and out of darkness. The meek also shall increase their joy in Yahweh, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. This is what we see happening, man. So yeah, I just want to make that point. Lord was edifying. And give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elder, bishop, and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim, believing this truth and pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning. Ye for sisters who are listening and learning throughout tuning in. May Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai continue blessing your houses. May the blessing of Alexa be upon your houses. Till next time I say Shalom. Wa. And I got to get these two precepts real quick. Hey, cause she's sinning by proud speech, man. This is Ecclesiastes 32, and the Lord got you, man. Ecclesiastes 32 and 11. Rise up, be times, and be not the last, but get thee home without delay. There, take thy pastime, do what thy will, but sin not by proud speech. And for these things, bless him that made thee, and hath replenished thee with his good things. The Lord ain't blessed your dumb ass, and you talking shit, talking about where the Lord at. All right, keep living, and you gonna find out. 1 Samuel 2 and 3. Talk no more so exceedingly proudly. Let not arrogance come out of your mouth, for Yahweh is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. I gotta get one more. Hey, the Lord gonna get you. All you talking trash, the Lord been giving you all his daily bread, daily benefits, you dumbass Evite. This is Psalms 68 and 20. Let me read 19. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh, who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the God of our salvation. He that is our power is the power of salvation, and unto power the Lord Yahweh belong the issues from death. But you still alive talking shit. You still alive talking trash. Keep living. Keep living. Just keep living, and you gonna find out.